Are you new to QuickBooks and you are so excited to use a system to be able to send invoices to your customers by text message, email, snail mail? Well, you're in the right spot. I am Heather Hathcock and we are Oh My Solutions. We love to help business owners, CPAs, bookkeepers, and really anybody using QuickBooks Online to organize their financials. So stay tuned and we're going to dive into step 1 of how to create a customer inside of QuickBooks Online. Just like most things inside of QuickBooks, there are 2 ways to get to adding a customer. So let me show you both of them. Up here under plus new, when you click on that under customer, you can add a customer. Or another way, under the left-hand gray bar, under customers and leads, you can click on customers, which this will show you a list of all the customers that you already have set up. And if you want to create a new one, then you'd click on this green button on the top right that says new customer. So let's go ahead and click that. Now this is the time for you to enter all the information that you have for your customer. And the more information you have, the more options you will have to be able to send the invoice to your customer. For example, if you have their regular address in there, you can send the invoice by snail mail. But we all know snail mail costs money these days, so there's other options that are free. For example, you can put the email address in there and you can email the invoice and they'll be free. Or if you have their mobile number, you can put the mobile number in their customer profile and then you can text them invoices. Text messaging rates will apply, but for the most part, that'll be free. All right, so let's go ahead and enter in a customer. And then let's put in their email address. And then let's put in a mobile number. And if you have a phone number or a fax, website, anything else that'll help you to know this customer, you'll put it in here. All right, now here's an option for a sub-customer. So this would be great. Let's say if you're a travel company and you have travel agents that send you clients and you want to keep track of all of the customers that one travel agent sent to you, you can create the customer as a travel agent and then create sub-customers for all of the customers that are sent and tie them back to whatever travel agent sent them to you. And that can help for running reports later on so you can know which travel agent sends you the most amount of customers. Now, in this case, we don't need to put Joe John as a sub-customer, but I just want to show you that that option is there if you ever needed it. All right, we'll keep going down and we can put in their billing address, which would be great to have that in there so that you can even find your customer later on. If maybe you need to try to collect money and you haven't collected money, having an address might help you to be able to contact the customer in other ways. And then it'll ask you, is this the same as the billing address? And if you uncheck it, you can enter in the shipping address. But if it is the same, you can check it and the shipping and the billing will be the same. Okay, next section will be any notes that you have on this customer. And this will be just for your company to see. This doesn't print for any of the customers. And then if you have any kind of attachments. So if they have sent you any kind of forms that you want to hold on to, you can add them here as an attachment. All right, next section will be payments. So this is just going to help you to try and monitor when you're invoicing this customer if the customer's balance gets too large. So the first part, we're going to say, how do they normally like to pay? And you can put that in there, however it is that they normally pay you, just so that the system knows that that's how they're going to be paying. Then terms. Terms will be, are they due on receipt? So as soon as they receive an invoice, they must pay you right away. Or do you give them 10, 15, 30 days to pay? Depending on what you have set up with that customer is what you would select here. Then sales form delivery options. You can either choose any of these or your company default. That's going to be however you're sending your invoices to them. For right now, we'll just select company default. What language do they speak? And then if they have a credit limit. Now, the credit limit won't stop you from creating invoices over their credit limit, but it'll warn you. So if you say that their credit limit is $5,000 and you then create invoices for more than that, it's going to send you a warning saying, hey, this customer's over the credit limit. You need to collect money or maybe not do any more business with them. All right, let's keep on going. Any additional info? So we have customer type here. You have to create customer types. Again, this is going to help you to run reports later on. So if you have customers that are retail and then customers that are wholesale, you can set up the two different kinds so that you can run reports and see how are my customers doing that are retail compared to how are my customers doing that are wholesale. Then taxes, depending on how you tax your customers, you can set up your company default to tax everybody the same, or you can do it based on location, however their taxes are. That gets a little bit tricky depending on states, depending on counties, depending on a whole bunch of things. So for right now, I'm just going to say it's taxable and use the company default. All right. And then if you have a date that you want to add there, you can put the date. And if they have any balance that's already due to you, let's say if you had used a previous accounting system and you're trying to pull that information over to here, you can put their opening balance of what you still need to collect. In this case, we're having a brand new customer as of today, so I'm going to go ahead and leave it just like that. All right, so I'm going to hit save. And now my customer is set up and I can start creating transactions for them, either invoices or an estimate or anything that I need for this customer. And also, if I do need to edit this customer, because let's say I only had their name, but now I want to go back and add some more information, I can click on the edit button and edit anything that I put in here so far. As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any additional questions, you can email us or drop us a comment below, but please make sure you like the video, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for additional tips and tricks on QuickBooks Online.